One of the methods which Bhagavan Krishna gives is this. How to, because Arjuna puts this very question. Pramati Balavadrinam. See, the mind tends to be very strong. It likes to go in its own way. No amount of my efforts will solve the problem. The mind is not prepared to heed my words or advice at all. So what can I do about it? So she says, Yato Nischarati. Wherever your mind travels, Yataha, wherever from whichever place the mind travels, it moves, it goes, Manaha. And what sort of a mind it is nature. See, the mind's nature is movement. You see, you can't say the waves of the ocean should remain still for half an hour so that I can take my bath. It would never remain still because it is the nature of the very waves. Waves means that it is always moving up and down. So how can you say, sir, please wait for half an hour, I will take my bath when the waves are there. So when will it ever come to a stop? It won't. So, Manaha Chanchalam, by nature, it is always wavering. Wavering, it has come from the word wave. When it goes as a wave, it is wavering. It goes up and down. So, Chanchalam. Why it is Chanchalam? Why is it so? Why is it wavering? Why does it oscillate from this point to that point, here to there, from New York to Delhi to Assam? Why does it move like that? It is because of the vasanas. The vasanas are so great. What is vasana? Vasanas are the latent tendencies or the deep impressions left by all the actions in our previous birth. Whatever actions we have done, it has had a twofold effect. One is, if you have done a good deed, we will have to get the reward in the next birth. If you have done a bad deed, we have to get the punishment in the next birth. Apart from that, anything you have done once, it leaves an impression. If you have done the same thing 100 times, it leaves a very strong aggressive impression, and that is the advisor which makes you do certain actions in the next birth. It is that which agitates you. It makes the mind think, why can't I do this? Then immediately it comes with another alternative. Why can't I do that? Not this, but that. Then again it will have another alternative. All choices. You take it in this life, there is no choice at all. You are absolutely a choiceless world, and you have to enter into that choiceless world if you want to be happy. It is these choices. Shall I do that? Shall I do this? Should I go to that Guru or should I go to this Guru? 100 people say that he is evolved, but 200 people say that he is more evolved. Or why can't I go in the morning time, in the evening time, let me get the benefit of both? So you are always wavering in every issue. Then a gentleman who took a mantra from his Guru, for 30 years, the Guru has gone long back. He happens to be the same Guru as I have. He comes to me after 30 years and they ask me, Swamiji, a long time your doubt has been nagging. My favorite God is Ram. I have always been doing Ram mantra, but my Guru gave some other mantra. I am unable to reconcile myself for 30 years. And you have waited all these days. And what sort of a meditation you could have done? The moment you get a doubt about the mantras of it is lost. The moment you take it is 100% faith. Faith is the only thing. Without faith, you cannot succeed in anything. No fast. So, Manashchanchalam, it always makes you waver. Why not do this? Why not do this? Why not go there? Why not do this? It is because of these vasanas. Because whatever new action you want to do in this world, you are being governed by two advisors and they advise you correctly. Not two, many advisors, because all the vasanas are there. The vasanas of dosha, the vasanas of coffee, the vasanas of M.S. Subbulakshmi's music, the vasanas of Satyabhadra Bhajan, the vasanas of, the hippie songs, and the vasanas are going to Uti days. So how many are there? So that is what makes you chanchana. You see, in this world there is no need. So why are you chanchana? Either you think of the past and you are now regretting, I should not have done like this. If I had done like that, well, today I would have been an officer. Well, that's what I failed to do. Or you are worried about your future security. Oh my Lord, when I retire, my pension may not be sufficient. What will I do? Will my son be able to take care of me? This fellow is useless. He could not pass BA in 88. And he is appearing for the 8th time. So what will I do? All sorts of worries. Look here, all things are in programmed here. There is no choice, there is no need to worry either about the past or the future. What has happened, you can't undo it. As regards the future, it has already been planned by him. Whatever is to happen, has to happen, you cannot prevent it. Whatever has not to happen, you try your level best, you stand at your Shirsasana, stand your head down, you can't do it. This is what Bhagavan himself had written about. To his house when he came out, when he told his mother. That whatever is to happen, has to happen. You have got no hand in it. It is all being planned in totality. It is all being planned in the universal totality. So what can you do? You are nothingness. You are emptiness. The day we know that you are emptiness, the day we know we are nothingness, that day you win. That day you are liberated. Because whatever binds you is that fact, thinking that I am something. I am Shantananda. I am this, I am that, I am a monk, I am a PhD, I am a Brahmin, I am. So all these sorts of things, it is what they bind you. Your pasha, your jati, your kula, your mana, your maryada, your qualification, all these things bind you one after another. You are in a web of, in a labyrinth of network. You can't get out of it. Leave all these things, there is nobody here, everything is happening. You are only a witness, I am only the consciousness. Then you are out of it. Manaschancharam, asthiram. Naturally, when it goes here and there, how can it be firm in one place? It will never be in one place. So asthiram means not firm. It is not firmly established. Why is it not firmly established? Because of the vasana. Raga and dvesha are coming. What is raga? Raga is attachment. Dvesha is hatred. Likes, dislikes. I like this, I don't like it. I like this fellow, I don't like that fellow. And hatred against some people, and too much attachment. Oh, my grandson, I want him to get through some of this IIT entrance examination. He has to become an engineer. That's all. People plan. Somebody was asking, how are your children? He said, oh, my eldest who is an engineer, he is doing excellently well. My second son is a doctor, he is also doing well, but my eldest son is 5 years old, my youngest son is 3 years old. They are yet to become the doctors and engineers, but he has already decided. This is what has happened. Manaschanchalam. Then, what to do then? Krishna, you are only repeating what I told. Please tell me the remedy for this malady. You are repeating my malady. That's all, because he has already told all these things. He has agreed. But Bhagavan is confirming that in spite of it, it can be brought under control. How? Tatat tato niyam jayitati atmanyeva vasham naye. You will have to cajole your mind. You will have to talk to your mind. You will have to tell, you are going after these worldly objects. What a while is it for you? Look here, all these worldly objects, they are not going to remain with you forever. They are all temporary, evanescent, transitory. Today they will be there and tomorrow they will disappear. And then again you are going to be sorry on the day it goes out of your hand. Then, apart from that, he says, there are so many things. Number one, all these objects which are outside, none of them is real. These are all dream figures. Whatever you are thinking, your grandson, your fixed deposits, anything you think of, they are all in the mithya. Mithya means they are all illusions, that's all. They are not reality. See, look here, who will be worrying all his life after something which he gets in the dream? Look here, a man was having a dream for 15 minutes. Within that 15 minutes he found, he became a young man, he married the most beautiful girl, he got 4 children and 8 grandchildren. When he woke up 20 minutes, that's all, it's all over. Neither the girl is there, nor his children are there, nor the grandchildren. It's all a dream. This is also a dream. That's all. You are not aware of it, you are thinking that I am here for 80 years and 70 years. This 80 years and 70 years is a psychological time, because there is no time at all. You are always in the present, there is neither a past nor a future. You know how? How are we in the present always? Supposing you are seeing a cinema in the TV. In the TV he shows you a picture of a story which happened 100 years back or 50 years back. So it goes in time and space, the entire picture. You are one with it. You are enjoying it. At that time you are the picture. So you are moving in time and space 50 years back. But where are you? Are you in the time as per the cinema? You are now. You are here. The film is here and now. But still the picture deals with the period some 50 years back. That is what is happening. You are always in the now, and whatever is happening, they are all pre-recorded cassettes. A cinema which has happened, which has already been recorded, that is what is going on. And a cinema is in time and space, but you, the seer, you are out of time and space. And another thing, you can see in this manner too. You are seeing a dream. In the dream, you are the king of Mithilapuri. You are having wives, ministers, you are sitting there in the darbar. But, and then he is fighting with his enemies. But then, who is watching it? You are yourself aware of the dream. 99% you are aware that you yourself are watching that dream. You are the watcher. Janaka, whom you are seeing, he is in an imaginary dream world, it is an imaginary time. Are you inside it or are you outside it? Think of it. You are only looking at it. You are not in it. If you are in it, then you would have also done something to help Janaka, because Janaka is you. You have become the Janaka. No. If Janaka were to fall down and break his leg, you will not move your little finger to help him. You are only the watcher on the hill. You are watching it. You don't do anything at all. So where are you? Where from are you watching? You are outside the time and space of the dream. You are not inside that time and space. You are outside the time and space and you are watching it. So tatastato niyamete. So you tell all these things. Tell your mind. Mind, this is all a dream. Where you after all these things, leave it. There is something greater beyond the time and space. That is the place where I am. Look here, so many things happen in the dream. I never know. I was just there. So many tragedies happened. So many comedies happened. Nothing moved me. I was only the seer in the dream. I was only looking at it. Was I affected? I was in my own happiness. I was fully happy. I was not sorry for what happened there. I was not happy about what good thing I got there. I was always remaining happy. Reach the stage, you tell your mind. You try to cajole it. See a child, it goes there. You think it may fall down somewhere. You rush. Then what you do? You bring the child back and you sit here. Again in 5 minutes, the child is there. Again you go, you bring it. 100 times the child goes there, you bring it. This is what we have to do. There is no other way. Abhyasa, practice. Whenever you are aware, the moment you are aware, the mind has gone outside, bring it back in vigilance. Bring it back to the Lord. Bring it back to your meditation. Again let it go out. Again you bring it back. As many times, let it go 1,000 times you bring it back. A day will come when the mind will be tired of going 1,000 times outside. Slowly, it will go only 200 times. And after some time, it will go only 50 times in a period of 1 hour meditation. Finally, a day will come, it will refuse to go at all. It won't go anywhere, it will cooperate with you, it will think of the Atman. Tato niyam yaitati. So wherever it goes, from that place you bring it back and you control it. Niyamya means control. You control from those places where it goes. Wherever it goes, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. It has gone to New York, bring it back to Tiruvannamalai where you are meditating. If it has gone to Delhi, bring it back to Tiruvannamalai where you are meditating. Tatastato niyam yaitati. From those very places, tatastatana angangirne, from those very places, because English doesn't have an exact equivalent of it. Tatastataha, from those very places, niyamya, bring it back and control it. Then, if you want that it should not go out, keep it in charge of somebody. You please look after the child. If you want to do this, what you have to do. So here what you do, you bring it back and keep it in charge of the Atman. What does it mean? Atman yeva vasam naye. Keep it under the control of your own self. Naye, you should bring it. You should bring it Atmani in the self. You should bring it back to the self. You bring it back to its control, Vasa. It should be under its control. How to bring it back? And what do you mean by bring it back and keep it under the control of the Atman? That means think of the Atman only. Go on telling. If you find your mind goes out, then you loudly tell, loudly you say, or just to think, what would it be? Something like that, or take the Lord's name. So for a few minutes, when you take it, then automatically the mind will come under control. So you'll have to find some way of engaging it only in the Atman. Again and again when it goes, think of the Atman again, think of the Atman again. That is the only way. Think of the Lord, think of the Supreme Being. Again and again bring it back to the Supreme Being. Then a day will come when the Supreme Being will take care of it. It will see that it is completely under His control. Then what does it mean? There will be no thought. What does it mean? The mind is made up of thought. If there is an ocean without any water, it will no longer remain an ocean. If there is a mind without a thought, it will not be a mind, it will be a no mind. So you don't investigate. That's all. Atman yeva vasamani. You bring it back under the control of the Atman. That is, continuously think of Atman and nothing else. Whenever your mind goes somewhere, bring it back, again put it on Atman. Bring it back, again put it on Atman. That is the only thing. The next one is Yatendriyapano buddhihi munirmokshavarajunaham vigateksha bhayakrodha yasada prajevasaham. Now, here he finally beautifully summarizes what are the practices you have to do in order to get liberation. We don't want liberation. We don't want to be bound. We don't want to have this birth and death again and again and then be subject to all sorts of hardships and sufferings. So what shall I do about it? He gives you 3 qualifications. You do this, Mukti is at your door. That's all. Liberation is at your door. Nothing else is required. He says, first is Yatendriya Mano Buddhi. It's a capsule sloka, I call it. It is a capsule of all the sadhanas summarized together. You do this much, you get your liberation. But the capsule has got a lot of potency. It is not so simple as it looks. You can't simply swallow it. It is very difficult to swallow this. Yatendriya Manobuddhi. Who is the first culprit? Who is obstructing your way to the liberation? It's your senses, it's your eyes, which refuses to see what should be seen, it gets allured and attracted by the various sides. And then it desires, I want this, I want that. And when the desire is not fulfilled, it gets rejected. And thus you get all unhappiness. So bring your senses under control. See that your eyes do not go anywhere. Do not particularize anything. Even when it sees the entire thing, it will not say what is this, what is that, it will never know. You may be hearing all noises. One day it was so happening. I was coming along with one of the devotees of Ramana. Then from one of those shops here, there were so many shops outside at that time. So some transistor was blaring. I was unaware. Suddenly that lady said, look at this, one of the oldest Tamil songs in such and that film. I was not aware. The moment she said, I was aware of that. Till that time, some blaring was going on, some noises were there. I had only the totality of the noises, noise of some bus going, noise of some auto rickshaw. All these things were there. I never knew that a transistor was there or a radio was giving some songs. I was not aware. The moment she said, immediately my mind picked up. My ear picked up. Yes, this is Nada Brahman, this song is very old. That's all. So you should never pick up anything, be in the totality of the sights, be in the totality of the noises. That is all. That is the only way. So keep your senses under the control. Don't allow your feet to go wherever it wants. Control it. Don't allow your eyes to see whatever it wants. Control it. Don't let your ear pick up any song it likes. If it is a song which is not your liking, if the song is not about the Lord, if the song is not about the Atman, then don't bother about it. Be deaf to all those noises. That's all. So Indriyas should be kept under control. Yata means control. You have to control various things. Number one is senses, Indriya. See the 5 senses of perception and the 5 senses of action. All these have to be kept under control, all the 10 senses. Then, Mana, the next one which is there. You know, why should you control the Indriyas? All the thoughts which come and disturb your mind, they are all coming from the senses. The moment you see a gulab jamun, you would like to possess it. The moment you see something else, you would like to possess it. So, and the moment you hear a song, you want to get a cassette of it. So all these things are all from the outside. The various senses are feeding your desires. So once you have stopped your desires, then the mind cannot pick up new things. Whatever is there in the vasanas, that is different. But at least the new feedback which is coming every day, that you will be stopping. By stopping the TV, by not hearing the tape recorders, then that will be the one step, the first step. The next is catch hold of the mind. The mind is the bigger culprit than even the Indriyas. Because whatever the Indriyas give, it is temporary, a sight it gives. But you go on remembering it. It is the mind. So throughout the day when you are in the office also, you remember that sight which you saw. You are passing through. You saw a sari in a nice window. Oh, it's a beautiful sari I have not seen. Oh, it has got zari in 3 sides. My God. So when you are sitting in the office, being a steno, you are taking dictation, your mind is in the sari. So throughout the day, it is the mind which is a bigger culprit. The eyes see for a second, it is gone, it becomes into something else. The ears, they hear a song, after 15 minutes it hears something else. But the mind, it continues to keep it for a number of times. It continues. So, the chintanam, going on reflecting on the same thing, that is what is going to cause us pain. Any thought, if it comes and goes, absolutely it is not work, it will not cause you any harm. But any thought you go on planning, see you are sitting, suddenly you remember your grandson, allow the thought to go. Instead, immediately you go on thinking, oh, what will be the time now at New York? Oh, it will be 9. My grandson is sitting. He's so pretty. It's like small, so it's not so nice. You go on thinking for half an hour about your grandson. That is going to be obstruction in your thought. Because for half an hour you thought of nothing but your grandson. Thus, The worldly objects, if a thought comes, that thought is not dangerous. But through your mind, go on brooding on that, contemplating on the same thing, keeping your mind for half an hour on that, that is going to cause a lot of tragedy. So, mana, you have to control the mind. Don't allow it to go. How to be done? We are already seen the law. Whenever it goes, bring back. Whenever it goes, bring back. Put it on the Atma. Put it on the Atma. This we have already said. So, control the Indriyas first. Control the mind next. And when all the mind is controlled, it is automatic. The buddhi or the intellect will be automatically controlled. Because buddhi is an officer who sits. He works on the papers which are put up by the mind. So when the mind you have controlled, the mind doesn't put up any paper at all, then the officer will have to sit idle. So buddhi is already controlled, you take it, once you control your mind, the intellect will be automatically controlled, there is nothing special to be done. Once you have controlled the indriyas, your senses, once you have controlled the mind, then automatically the intellect is controlled. There will be no problem. So, this is the first requisite for getting moksha. Once we have done it, what is the second one? Second one is moksha parayana. Parayana means to be after a goal. The one who has for his goal, not becoming a millionaire, not getting pretty sons, not getting a 5-storied mansion in Tirunelveli, but moksha parayana. I want to get out of all these things. I want to be released from this bondage of birth and death. I want eternal happiness. So keep that as the only goal. Be actually thinking of the goal night and day, while eating, while drinking, while walking, while breathing. If you breathe, you go on thinking of the goal. Lord, I want you. Lord, I want you. So keep it always. A goal should always be kept in mind. Just like in a factory, a production manager who has been given a target of 200 tons of steel to be produced in 3 months' time in the first quarter, night and day he'll be thinking of it. Oh my Lord, 2,000 tons, 2,000 tons, 2,000 tons. In every shift he goes, how many tons done? 30 tons. Immediately he'll project it. On this basis, how much will go? No. 2,000 cannot come. Hey, what is wrong? What is wrong? Rejection. Why rejection? Sir, the castings we purchased, they were having blow. Come on, call the purchase department. How can it happen? Sure, you will take immediate action. Your mind will be always on the goal. You will not allow any obstruction to come in. Any obstruction you will immediately solve it. That is what will happen. Moksha parayana. A man who is having the goal. Look here. The goal here is not a goal like becoming a millionaire. It's a simple thought. But in this case, when you are thinking of the Lord, when you are thinking of the Atman, when you want to become one with the Paramatma, that's the only way to get moksha. You become He, then it's all a moksha. So long as you remain individual, you will be having that trouble. Lose your individuality. You just make your ego die, kill your ego, become one with Him. That's the only way. But there's compassion, there's love. So all these things come along with it. This is unconscious. This cannot have love. This cannot have kindness. This cannot react to you at all. All reaction comes from that. So, when you think of the Atman, you get a response of love. So it comes and helps you halfway through. It carries you in the hand whenever you are obstructed. It helps you vitally. Keep it in your mind. So the goal itself is the Lord. The goal itself is the Lord. The very path is the Lord. So everywhere He comes and helps you. So have that as the goal. Remember the goal at all times. Never leave it. That goal itself will blow a path for you. Whatever equipment you need, whatever guru you need, whatever assistance you need, that remembrance of the goal itself will bring. And you will get every facility. All facilities will come to your door. Yes, initially it will be an uphill task. Initially, you will see that your wife doesn't like you are going to Ramana very often. All these things will be there. But soon enough, when once you persist, a day will come when the Lord will be pleased, when He knows that you are persevering in it. Since that day, all the environments will all change to your liking. All the hostile environments will become absolutely friendly to you. All these things will happen. You need not bother to find out a place which will be conducive to your meditation. Wherever you are, that place will become 100% conducive to your meditation. The place wherever you want to become Tirunavali by itself, provided you do your meditations with perseverance and persistence. Mokshaparayanaha, having that liberation as your goal, then Vigatecha Bhayakrohaha. You should have no desire. The moment you have desires of something else, I want to have a house, I want to have a car, I want to have a Tata Sumo. Then when you are sitting in meditation, it is a Tata Sumo will nicely come and it will be on. So there is no use. You can't meditate then. So you will have to leave all the icha, all the desires have to go. The next one is, there should be no fear when you begin to do your practice. All fear has to go. Supposing you go and you want to spend 2-3 nights in a small cave in the Arunachala mountain, and sitting inside it every minute you are thinking, there may be snakes here, there will be snakes here, we don't know at night 12 o'clock some oil boat might come. People say that Arunachala, even tigers come sometimes, in Bhagavan times some tigers have come. Then how will you have a samadhi? You will be only afraid of these things. So you should have absolutely no fear, leave it all to him. When once you are there, it has happened to several people. You see, even my Gurudev, he had gone to an absolutely unknown forest, he had been sitting there for days together, and he had been doing his thing. It is going to come, the second sloka after this. When you are completely after him, when you are 24 hours engaged in him, he is also equally engaged in protecting you. Nothing can come near you. See, in our Guha once, early morning at 4 o'clock I was sitting before the Shivalinga inside the cave. In between, suddenly I just opened the eyes, barely 1 foot up from the top. You see, the top there was a bar. From that bar, they had put a small pot from which the water was falling onto the Shivalinga. Now from that bar, you have beautiful, nice, long serpent. It is hanging down, it is barely 1 foot away. I am afraid to move, otherwise suddenly I could fall down and run away. But somehow my hands and legs are paralyzed. And I said the best thing is let me continue my meditation, that whatever happens, happens, because now I can't do anything. I can neither run nor can sit, so what to do? Better meditate. I went on meditating, but every half an hour I used to open one eye and see, it was still there. But finally a time came when I myself do not know what happened, and after the meditation when I got up, there is nothing. That's all. So he looks after us, he protects us at all places. So one should be fearless when he undertakes these spiritual things. That is that. So Vigatecha Bhaya Krodha, never entertain the least hostility towards anything. Now you are sitting for your meditation. 100 mosquitoes come. Then after some time you find that red ants coming to you. I call them as ants. That's why they come to you. So when they come and bite, do anything. Is the time they are coming? I don't know what to do. And you are annoyed with these mosquitoes, you are annoyed, then how will you do samadhi? When you are vexed every minute, leave it. After all, many people go to the hospital to donate blood. You give so many ounces. Here this doesn't want an ounce, he is going to take a little. 100 mosquitoes, how much they are going to take? Allah them, doesn't matter. You consider the donation. That's all. So, Vigatecha Bhai Krodha. You leave hostility, that should be mind, should be absolutely without any ill will towards any being. The mind should be in absolutely a quiescent condition, equanimity. So, Vigatecha Bhaya Krodha. Keep your mind at all times bereft of all desires, bereft of all fears, and bereft of all hostilities or enmities or any ill will towards any being. So, this is the number 3. This is all. This capsule, if you do this, just sada mukta eva saha. He is always liberated, that's all. Liberation need not come to him. The moment he gets it, he is already liberated, that's all. Sada mukta, he is always liberated, that man. That's all. So this is a capsule sadhana. If only do it, leave off all desires, See, it is very, very important. The main thing is the desire. Other things you may take time, but the first and foremost you have to attack is these desires for worldly objects and things and attachments to things. These things, attachment is a form of desire. So these desires and attachment when you leave, you take it, that liberation is practically in your hand. Now, we go to the next. One word I have not told you. In between, there is one more, you may call it also as a qualification. Muni. You should be a Muni. What is meant by a Muni? Muni doesn't mean a sage. We use it as a sage. No. Mananat Muni Uchate. The one who is not satisfied by coming and hearing the lecture between 4:15 and 5, Swami so nicely, going away, forgetting about it. From this year it has got to this year. No. By mere hearing you cannot do. You go home and reflect on these aspects. How much of it I am doing. Bring a checklist. And then you say, in the next month, what portions I am going to adopt? Am I going to control the senses? Am I going to control the mind? Am I going to have my goal as moksha from now onward? So you decide what you are going to do. Then after a month you again see from the notebook, what are the targets, how much you have achieved. Otherwise, again you put your resolve for the next week or for the next month. You have to do it. Because there is no other way. So he says, Munihi. Munihi means not only a man who hears, who reflects on it. A man who reflects on it again and again. Mananat Muni Ruchyate. Yes, there is another definition too. Maunat Muni Ruchyate. Finally you have to lapse into the silence. Eternal silence. When you are silent, you are liberated. That's all. And that silence is not only keeping the mouth shut and going on there. Like that, there are people, who are doing all science and all that, and he's more than thinking. From morning onwards, going on, instructing the daughter-in-law, instructing the son, all these things, he wants some book. Like that. See, your mind is working, you are working, only the mouth is not working, and over time everything else is working for it. So this is not mauna. Mauna means not the mauna. Be like a log of wood. Let your wife come and say, well, our milkwala is asking for 20,000 rupees advance for purchasing a cow, foreign cow. Shall we pay? He says you can take it, the month down. Whose address you do not know him. He keeps quiet, no. He cannot react. She takes it, she has read somewhere. Maunam sarvartha sadhanam. Mauna means consent. Silence means consent. She goes, gives 20,000 rupees. The fellow never turns up in the next day. So, Mauna, whatever happens, that whatever path, you have to keep it. There is no other way. And it is an eternal silence. Later on, the silence doesn't mean keeping the mouth shut. Even while talking, you can be in silence. So long as the mind doesn't work, so long as your expression comes in a spontaneous manner from the universal source, so long as the ego doesn't speak, so long as the personality doesn't speak, so long as the individual soul doesn't speak, the entire speech comes somewhere. That is the stage in which our Bhagavan was. Bhagavan was speaking, but he was always in eternal silence. That is the silence of the Krishna. So Munihi. So these four prerequisites, if we fulfill, take it as liberation is in your hand. The next one is Sarva Bhuta Sthamatmanam Sarva Bhuta Nijatmani Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvatra Samakarshanaha. When you are doing this meditation on the Atma, he gives you a rider, a qualification. Simply don't think that Atman is here and go on thinking Atman is inside. No. You have to link yourself with all the beings of the world. You have to link that Atman with all the beings of the world. There is no Atman alone in you. The Atman which is in you, it is the same Atman in all the beings you are seeing. In your dream, You suddenly saw 20 elephants. You are sleeping inside the room in Mangalashram, in say K9, K11, and you are seeing 20 elephants, and there are about 30 hunters around with you. You are in East African jungle. You are seeing, and those people are speaking in Swahili in their own language, and all the fellows are afraid because you are already exhausted with ammunition. Only some bombs and arrows are there, which is insufficient. Now, where from all these elephants came? Who became this elephant? You are conscious. You became this is all your own mental form. Your mental imagination solidified itself into all these figures. You became all the 20 elephants. You became all the hunters. You became all their bows. You became all their arrows. You became all their clothes. You became the ear of the elephant. You became the tail of the elephant. You became the leg of the elephant. All were completely made up of your consciousness. Your consciousness took the form as you imagined. It is your mind which created the form. So, the Atman in you, it is there in all. It is your consciousness which has gone and it is there in all. You cannot say that I am different from those elephants. It is you who became the elephant. So your soul is there in all. So you know people then. This my Atman of self, it is not only here, it is in all. So that is what is called Sarva Bhuta Manam. You should think that Atman is not only, the self is not only inside me, it is the same self which is inhabiting all the various beings. Let it be a lizard, let it be a plant, let it be a serpent, let it be an elephant. All of them are pervaded by my Atman. It is I who pervade the whole. So Atmanam Sarva Bhutastam. I will know that I am residing, remaining established. I am remaining established in Sarva Bhuta, in all the beings. Sarva means all. Then, that is not alone sufficient. It is not alone sufficient. Sarva Bhutani Chara. Now, this same dream, you saw the 20 elephants and the 20 hunters. Where were they? In the African forest. Where was the African forest? Can it be in your K11 room? Can it become a forest? It was inside your mind, it was in you, it was inside you. Even though the dream was looked as if it was outside you, as if you are seeing them, where will you see? How could it be outside? It cannot be outside, there is no outside. Outside is this room. In this room, not even 4 elephants can enter, we have locked it. So where are the 20 elephants? Where are they? They are inside your mind, they are inside you. So in a similar manner, all this entire world, including you and me, we are all the cosmic imagination. The final cosmic being, the supreme consciousness, is imagining us all in its cosmic dream. So the cosmic dream comprises all the stories of he. All the people here, all the people throughout the world, so many dramas are all included in that one dream of the cosmic being. So we are all those dream figures, and all the dreams take place inside, it never takes place outside. You are all inside that supreme consciousness, you are not outside. So Sarva Bhutani Chara, all these entire world which you are seeing, the world is not outside, this world is very much inside, so it is my own dream, it is my own cosmic dream as a cosmic being. I am myself seeing this vision, so your vision cannot be outside me, these are all my own mental concoctions, mental fabrications, they are all in the psychology, they are all inside my mind. No, they are all looking as they are outside. Just as a dream, even though it was seeing this inside your brain. It looked, but it was outside only you were seeing. Similarly, this world is beginning the other cosmic dream, which you are seeing as it is outside, but the entire thing is inside the mind of the Atman, which is the cosmic being which alone is seeing the entire dream of the world.
Sarva Bhutani Shastra. And what time you will be able to see like this? Not with stop. Yoga is Atma. Without you are continuously thinking of the Atma, and then you become so united, so much, night and day you are thinking of the Atma. The day when, even when you open your eyes, you see Atma everywhere. You don't see a plant, you don't see a flower, you don't see Mr. X, you don't see Mr. Y. You are seeing that Atma, Brahman, Atma, the Supreme Being everywhere, the ever-present Supreme Being. Yoga is Atma. When your mind is united with the Atman fully for 24 hours, when you don't think of anything else except the Atman, at that stage you will see that you yourself, your own self, is in all the things. And the entire brain of the entire world along with the object, they are all you. This is how you see. Yukshate yogi. And that time this person who through yoga has come up to this stage, then he sees. Yukshate means he sees. Then what happens? Sarvatra Samadarshana. That is he sees. Then everything is by Atma. There will be no friend, there will be no soul, there will be no enemy, there will be nobody else to ask, there will be nobody else to speak to, there will be nobody else to frustrate, there will be nobody else with whom you will be annoyed. You only are there. You only are the entire world. There is nobody else. With whom are you going to quarrel? With whom are you going to be jealous? With whom are you going to envy? Nobody. Your mind will be absolutely peace. There is a stage of maximum bliss where you are absolutely Sarvatra Samadarshana. Then he gets an equal perception. He doesn't say, oh, I like this, I don't like this, he is my friend, he is my enemy. Nothing like that at all. Sarvatra Samadarshana. Whether it is a criminal, whether it is a man who has committed crimes against you, who has wronged you, he will say it all myself. It is just like I am beating myself. Then they are behind me in the back and stand up. This is also my hand. This is also my hand. I don't like it. I will say laugh. That's all. That's what it is. Sarvatra everywhere. Samadarshana having equal vision. And then he will be able to see that the entire world is his own self and his self is offering all the peace. So this is